Hi, everyone. This is A Taste of Dawn. I'm your host, Dawn Garcia, and this is a show about indulging in this crazy thing we call life. Hello, hello. All right, you guys, we're back. No video yet. Okay, so first of all, welcome. It's been like the weirdest, craziest, longest week in the history of weeks for me. But if you see these this is my camera. Very two handsome gentlemen to my right. I have Ben Seidman and Chris Korn, who are the 2 of 3 stars of the new Travel Channel show, Magic Outlaws, which I got to see, and everybody got to see last weekend. Hopefully, you guys came out in droves, and like millions of you watched it, because if you didn't, you have an opportunity to on Saturday. So, I can't see anything, just for the record. We got no video feed. I'm really hoping that you have video feed on your end, though. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, there you go. You can see us on there anyways. Okay, so hello, gentlemen.
Hello, hello.
Hey, great to be here.
Thanks. Okay, so Ben did not make it last time. Chris, he's coming back. And then he's coming back again.
Word.
We're doing a wine thing.
Ooh, that
What's
sounds
your
nice.
thing?
My thing? I like wine. I wouldn't say it's my thing, though.
Like, what's your thing? Like, what's your...
You mean like alcoholic beverages thing, or like in general?
Alcoholic beverages, absolutely. We'll start with alcoholic beverages and go from there, because it isn't just always going down from there. Yeah.
Fair enough. I haven't had a drink in... last night. Last night I had a drink. I had a Manhattan last night. It was lovely.
Really? Manhattan?
I like whiskeys and scotches and bourbons. I do.
Oh, so have you been? There's a lot of really great whiskey and scotch bars throughout LA.
I haven't. I kind of feel like I just moved here and I haven't really gotten out of the house much, so I need to.
Okay,
go
Wood and
exploring.
Vine. They
Cool.
have a pretty decent selection. They're old fashioned. You want to get. I wish I could remember the gentleman's name. There's
Jim
like
Beam?
No.
Okay.
No. But I did introduce one of my friends doesn't drink, but we had a dinner party the other night, and we wanted to bring something to my friend's husband who loves a good scotch, and I'm like, oh, bring him Glenfiddich. And
It's good scotch.
It
it's
is.
Good go-to.
It's a decent, right? It's
Yeah.
a good. I mean, I'm not a. It's a little too rough for women, I think. Unless you live in Ireland
Unless
or
you're
Scotland,
like
and that's
a woman and you're like, I
a
like scotch,
burly woman,
and that's my thing.
It could,
very
you know what? It
sexy.
could very well, but I could do I can sip it. I remember I went to my agent's office, and he was like, he's the secret stash of very high end alcohol, right? But it's like totally, you would never know. He's like, do you want a drink? And he has another agent coming in, and I'm like, okay, sure. It's like 4:00. It's cool, right? You know? And it's like there should have been like when he opened this cabinet. Crazy ass tequila. This tequila was like, aged 150 years, and it was this great, crazy, like gold skull that's got like some glass. I'd never seen anything quite.
So he
this.
had all this amazing stuff, but it was sort of hidden. So it was kind of like
Scotch.
1950s Mad Men, but in the closet.
It was, and he had this beautiful scotch. I mean, and I could not do more than like 2 sips, because it was just like fire.
Burn. Yeah, it depends on the taste. I like scotch as well. Oban and Macallan's.
Ooh. Yes, please educate me, boys, on scotch really quick. I know we need to talk about the show, but we got an hour.
It's delicious.
It's magically delicious.
I don't know enough about it to talk about it at great length. I just like it. I like single malts, and I like blended scotches too.
Now, old fashions, though.
Yeah.
That's a drink that's very particular, and everybody makes it different. Everybody makes an old fashioned slightly different. So where do you drink old fashions?
No.
It's too sweet, right? I think they're really sweet. I
A
mean, and
little too
I'm
much.
not like, because if I drink like a drink, I'm more the 007. Like I want a straight up, but I prefer like a vodka martini to gin, but it's the same kind of thing. It's just, it's that bite. But I don't do vodka martinis that don't have splash of vermouth. I don't even know who makes them like that. However, I'd say 80% of the people in Los Angeles seem to make martinis without vermouth.
Yes.
Don't understand that.
I did. Yeah, when the whole trend started of calling things a martini that don't have gin, or I'm like,
right?
what?
I'm like,
it's just a pretty
cup.
It's in
Just
the wrong glass. You poured that in the wrong glass.
Right? Like, come on.
You know what the funny thing is, though, is Korn and I were walking, we were just talking about how we've like really chilled out and we're not really drinking much anymore. So it's fitting that we start off this interview by just talking about alcohol.
Just in case you were craving it, and I'm like bringing back that I'm enabling you.
Yeah. You had just brought up real quick. You had brought up. You were saying when he opened the case and he had this crazy tequila and all that. I don't understand where, just out of nowhere, there was like no aged tequila available. Like there was very little on the market. And then suddenly I'm like, where did all this just show up from?
Okay, seriously, you know where people watched a lot of Entourage.
I'm like,
come on, they did, and they were, they watched Turtle's little empire grow, and all of a sudden, right?
And all of a sudden, but it's like, 50-year-old tequila, 28-year-old. Like, where
now, I've
this stuff
always
wasn't
had
available.
Yeah.
I think it's I have that feeling.
It's a movement.
But where was all this being stored, and why was it never for sale ever before?
It was because I know some people who had like very old tequilas, but I think there was not nearly the brands. Because I went online to Twitter. Actually, I was just curious because I was looking for different sponsors and things like that, and I was looking up vodka brands, tequila brands, Scotch brands, whiskey. Like I wanted to see what was out there. Tequila, and the names of these tequilas are nuts. Like they just pulled out like a Mexican name. Like, okay, we're gonna call it Amor or whatever, and I'm like, it's tequila. You can't call it that. Or like, I'm sure there's like a Sancho tequila. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you people doing? Patron, yes, I totally get Patron. Understand, And Cuervo was about as I think Cuervo was really most all any of us knew, right?
At one time, yeah.
And then Patron came out. I think Patron was like the 90s. I learned a little bit about Patron, but I still didn't really understand. Now, anyways, and we digress. So now you're not drinking. Why?
Oh, it's not that I'm not drinking.
Oh, wait, you did drink last night, so.
Yeah, I'm just drinking a little bit less. I mean, I found out that that actually tequila, it's the leading cause of waking up in someone else's treehouse without your pants.
I would. Yeah.
I'm trying to be careful.
Yeah, see, now here's my other question. Since you're going to talk about the goggles, kind of, right? Because those are really, that's like the alcoholic goggles.
I don't get those at all.
No, you just see it as it is and you just take it.
Oh, that's right.
And he just classified himself as mischievous, so I would say that pretty much falls right on part. Then we have the Playboy.
Yeah.
Bunny.
No, but you're sort of seen as the more of the Playboy on the show. Would you not concur?
I have no idea. I haven't watched the show.
You have to
Yes,
watch
I
the show.
have.
Okay, so
I
we went. I have to say the big unveiling of the show. Since we'll get back to the alcoholic talk, and I do like the treehouse analogy. I'm going to go with that.
We can move on if we want. It's fine.
Have you seen a lot of cool tree houses? I wouldn't mind waking up in some of them. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so the show aired last Sunday. No, a week, two weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's re-airing Saturday at what time?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. That's a random time. Travel Channel, come on.
It might be 1. Or is that 1?
2 p.m. Depending on your
time zone.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm
going
to look this up really quick.
And then I think it's 1 p.m. in across,
Central.
and then 2 in New York.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
it's on Travel Channel. It's Travel Channel. It's called Magic Outlaws.
Last time I checked, it was 2 p.m.
I'm looking at
here.
on
Mountain and Central was 1 p.m. and Eastern was 2 p.m.
Okay, is it on the show list yet?
I think it's on the schedule.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up while we have a break. So when we come back, I'll have it all up. Okay, so anyway, so we got to see the first show 2 weeks ago at the Magic Castle, which was such a cool place to have it, and you guys had a pretty decent turnout.
Yeah,
you have a lot of support, which is amazing, and I know that you have support anyways in your careers outside of this show, obviously. And you've done how many shows before?
4 series.
4 different series, and then this is your second.
Well, this is my first one being in front of the camera. I've done quite a bit of consulting and writing for other magicians behind the scenes. And
yes,
this is the first one that
A&E.
I'm actually, and this is the first one I'm actually in front of the camera.
So how is that?
I like it. I like performing. I like writing, and writing for other people can be fun. It can be interesting, and especially when you're writing for someone who has a very specific, unique persona, because then you can create material. Yeah, then you can create material that's stuff that you would never do, but that would work for them. But for me, I love performing. I do a lot of, live shows is how I make my living, and so I like performing. So
which is pretty awesome, right? I mean, you make your living doing what you love. There's just nothing better than that, I would say.
So far so good. So far so good. Who needs health insurance, really? I mean,
oh God, I know. Come on, isn't SAG going to cover that?
Yeah.
Right? I know, really. SAG, Travel Channel. Let's get on with that so these boys can have. I'm like dying for my WGA coverage to kick in. Okay.
Almost.
Oh yeah.
Almost
if I could just. Yeah. So I was supposed to go I was telling this to Chris on the phone, is I was supposed to go to Paso this weekend for David's show.
Nice.
And I just have way too many deadlines and can't do it. So I was bummed. But, this is life. You have to keep working.
Yeah. There'll be another one, though.
There will be. And we actually, it would be fun if all goes well, which it will. I'm certain that you guys are going to have the most successful magic show on TV. We'll just go do like an event with all three of you.
That sounds fun.
Right?
That'd
Go get
fabulous.
like an enchanted forest and...
Can we just stop there? Like an enchanted forest is perfect.
Right? I
Yeah.
think that would just be ideal. Oh, I so want to have a party. I want to have like a big fish event.
Oh, that sounds great.
Would that not be the coolest event ever?
That'd be amazing.
To have that little town and those Edison bulbs everywhere, and then just everything sort of a cross between Carnival and... right, that was the name of the HBO show, wasn't it? Carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show. But like some cross between all these little worlds colliding, and it's so like whimsical and crazy and fun, and doing what you guys do, and then having good scotch and wine, and right, we would totally make it happen. We got to make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
Let's
find a forest.
I would go find a forest. There's some forest somewhere nearby, I'm sure, like just past like the dam or something. Okay, so wait, we have how many more minutes, Julio, do we have? Let's see. I don't want to get cut off. 2 minutes. Okay. So how was it though, seeing your guys' show for the first time in front of an audience? And
It was surreal.
yeah,
It's hard to, after you work on something so long, so hard, it's hard to just sit back and sort of watch it from an outside perspective. But what was really fun for us, I think, was to watch other people and to watch the people in the room who were seeing it for the first time. And that was what was exciting for me.
It was a lot of fun. I have to say, I mean, like it was so much fun to watch because the interacting with, all the different people on the streets and just that spontaneity of it and their reactions, it was very contagious, because you guys are doing, especially like the watch thing was so funny. I mean, she's so not paying any attention to what you're doing. And then I thought, how is it on the boom? Pretty impressive.
For those of you who haven't seen it yet, I take off a girl's watch without her knowing. And
like, on camera while he's talking to her. It's not even like, oh, we got to take our break. Okay, thank you. Sorry. That's my cue. All right, we'll be right back after this break. All right, so let me... Thanks for tuning in. Once again, this is your host, Dawn Garcia, on ATOD Radio, savoring life one moment at a time.
This is Anthony Sykes, your host for Sykes Accounting and Consulting radio show, where we help small businesses grow and give you tax tips every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Catch us here on rantradionetwork.com. Thank you.
We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rand Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69-THE-3-GUYS.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's, the other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS, G-U-Y-S, and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on rantradionetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on rantradionetwork.com. That's rantradionetwork.com.
Check it out.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Hi everyone, this is A Taste of Dawn. I'm your host, Dawn Garcia, and this is a show about indulging in this crazy thing we call life. All right, you guys, we are back, and so it's confirmed, just for the record, anybody who is anywhere with cable, or even online, I wonder if they'll air it online live. I don't know.
No,
on the
they're
travel.
not doing an air.
Okay, so Travel Channel will be, it's 2 o'clock Eastern time, so that would be 11 our Pacific time, and then, of course, if you're, like, in Chi-Town, watch it at 1. No, am I doing it wrong?
I think
Mountain time is, right? Noon? No, it's at noon. God, there you go. It's at noon. And the episode's called High Noon in Austin. It's actually noon. I don't know why I'm so behind. Noon, West Coast, 1 Midwest, and 2 East Coast. So there we go. I've done my math now. So, right? Isn't that right?
I'm not entirely sure.
It's
Keep going. I'll find it.
No, it's a 3-hour difference. So,
Yeah, but I
so
think
12, 1, 2. Are they alternating it?
They're yeah. I think it is on it too here. We can look it up again.
Is it dual feed?
Yeah.
If it's dual feed, then it's 2. Then it's 2 everywhere. Okay, it's just sometimes
yeah.
sometimes they don't always do dual feed. So let's just assume that it's dual feed, but it's 2 o'clock on Saturday. So make sure you guys watch it. Travel Channel, TiVo it, do whatever you got to do. Just make sure you're watching it.
Magic Outlaws.
Yeah, Magic Outlaws. It really is. Okay, so we're going to talk about this show. So when you guys started this, when did you start filming? And hopefully Mike's going to be on his way too, and we can ask him all that.
We started filming in August. We had basically 2 4-day chunks to film each episode.
And you did Vegas and Austin.
Yes.
So, and you want to go back. There's possibility of going back to Austin. Is that right? For more filming?
Yeah.
Austin's
or not
such
for more film, yeah. But to do maybe some live.
Oh, it's so much fun in Austin.
Great
it's
town.
Great city, great people. Some of the, oh yeah, okay. So I love this picture, by the way. Look at all those pictures. He's so intense. He's so intense, right? And we got the soundtrack. We're set. No, there we go. Oh, see, that's a really cool shot too.
The camera was out of focus on there. Can't really see your face.
Yeah, we're aware. We're aware. That's intentional. Thank you, Korn.
That's a cool shot, though. Yes. He likes to be mischievous and elusive in the background. You're very elusive.
It's just in my nature.
It's like you always.
Is it right?
It is.
It's like you always have beer goggles on when you're looking at you. This looks pretty good.
And no glasses today.
No glasses.
Oh, wow.
I took out the nose ring too. It's lots of changes.
Oh, that's right. Where is your nose?
I took
is that
it off.
Required or?
No, it's not required.
You just felt like it?
I got a piece of advice from a comedian who I really like and respect. His name is Kirk Fox, and I was working with him last night, and he was like, "Hey man, you should take out the nose ring. Face is important." And I was like, "All right, you're show business Buddha. I'll take it out."
It's nice though. Looks
I've
good.
had it for like 8 years. It was time.
It was time, and I got mine as a gift to myself.
Nice.
Yeah, but mine's not like yours was a ring. Mine's my dad, who has known me all of my life, thought I had it all my life. So he didn't even realize that it was new. So apparently it just sets right in. This is fine. I was like, okay, Dad, glad you paid attention. Okay, so the show started and you guys shot first in Austin, right?
First in Austin, yeah. We shot for 4 days in Austin, and then we had about a month to develop and work on material for the one that we shot in Vegas, and then we shot that one in, was it end of September? Beginning of October? Something like that.
So what was the craziest thing that you came up against? I mean, like, I know there's so much stuff that couldn't, obviously because of the time, but how much was edited out that would have been fun? ask that one to you. But for you, like when you were doing, like how long did that whole thing take with the girl in the watch, and then even in the, where were you guys, in a bar? That one, is it a restaurant? The opening scene is you.
Yeah, on 6th.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're on 6th at. I think it's called 6th. I think it's the name of the bar.
Where you're sitting in like the red rounded booth.
Yeah. That was, well, it's funny. We actually, the time was very limited. So a lot of what you see on the show is pretty much like when I took the girls' watch, I think they didn't really do much editing. That was just sort of in one take.
Nice.
But some of them, like the trick where I break the bottle and put the broken glass in my eye, that was a little bit longer, and they took some chunks out.
Wait.
I think you missed that part because
of the technical difficulties.
Yeah, at our premiere party, we had some technical errors and didn't get the episodes up and moving until halfway through the first episode.
Oh, I know that. I was like, okay, so I know what I'm going to be doing on Saturday.
You have your second chance.
2 o'clock. I'm TiVoing the heck out of that.
Heck yes. Magic Outlaws, Travel Channel.
Hey, series recording. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So it'll be on this week and then next week and then every week after for the next 10 years.
Awesome.
Right. Longest running magic show on television. Syndicated and everything.
Oh,
I know. Yeah. So are you guys pre-filming anything now or not yet?
No. Just waiting on word back as, play the game.
I know, yes.
Spin the wheel. And
so the deal is you guys have to watch. You have to watch. And it's so worth your time. And like I said, if you're not around on Saturday, make sure you TiVo it because it's a great, great show. It really is so much fun to watch. Like, I'm not a big fan of some of the other I won't say names on purpose, but I'm not just a huge fan of some of these other magic shows just because I feel like you don't really get the personality of the people. You get a little bit more just about the magic and the audience, where this to me is so differing because it's really about all the collective personalities involved. Your guys' personalities really come through. The way that you do magic, it's so much more like interactive and engaging as a viewer than to just be watching, some random magic show.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So I just have to say that from a viewer perspective, and even from like somebody who works or has worked in the entertainment industry, there's a lot more value to me, in my opinion. I think there's way more value to that because people like knowing who you are, and
absolutely.
It's so much more playful, and like I feel like I got a whole new side of your personalities watching the show. I mean, like, and I know David very well, but seeing David perform, and then after having met you, and then seeing you do your thing, it was just fun. And then I felt like I knew you after, because I hadn't met you yet, but it was like I felt like I knew you after watching that.
Well, thank you. That's a good sign.
No, it wasn't. I mean, everybody really enjoyed it, I think. Yeah, I mean, have you guys gotten like some feedback from people that were there, even friends who were watching it? I'm curious to see like what.
I think we're lucky in it that everyone who has seen it, who has reached out with their thoughts, has been very positive. It seems like people really, really dig the show. We haven't heard much criticism. Of course, that could trickle in at some point, but for the most part, it sounds like people who saw it really like the show. So that's great. That makes us happy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Okay, so now we were talking about things that got cut. And I know kitty cat, a little bit of kitty cat got cut, right? So let's talk about the kitty cat scene. So there's a very sexy sort of like...
That wasn't even planned. That was just Korn in his natural habitat.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like, girls, don't talk about the fact that I was just here yesterday. Let's just...
Get on over here.
I'm here. It's new. Okay, so what was cut? Because there were some cool scenes you said that were cut.
Well, there's... the thing, with television, the time is very limited. So... Right. I like to go, I love what I do. And the big part, when I was growing up in magic, I would shake all the time. I wasn't able to make eye contact with the audience. And I'd, mumble all the time. And it took a long time before it really had to be drilled in my head. Like, go out there and have fun. And I'd be like, why are you doing that? I'm just shaking the whole time. I'm like, I'm like, why do you do this to yourself, man? Like, go have fun. And it just clicked one day. And it's like, I think somebody said it to me. It's like, that's a big playground out there. That's your playground. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, dang.
Right, then the light goes on.
Doink, and then, yeah. So that was like, I think right when I was walking up, as I'm walking up to there's a few minutes of eye play. But a few minutes is a long time on television.
Yeah.
And you got to get around to the magic. But I had so much fun getting the girls to where they were at on the bar. It was more fun than actually doing the trick.
So yes,
like, here, kitty, had them crawling down the bar. On
really?
Both sides. Yeah.
Oh, we need Mike to bring in that edited, that like the raw footage from that. That will be some fun. Maybe we could get him to like.
Raw is a good way to describe that footage. It was simply wonderful.
It was so much fun. That's what makes it so fun. You're just playing, and it's not. It's just a matter of timing. There's simply, with 3 of us on the show, each segment is kind of limited, and you're trying to fit everything in there.
Right.
So, yeah.
So now, I know you guys are going back to Austin. So if you could go, though, if you could like have your pick for every show, for like the next 7 shows, say, what cities would you want to go to?
New Orleans, for sure.
Oh,
I love
yeah,
New
New
Orleans. Are we talking in the United States
Anywhere.
only? Or
You get free reign right now.
I love Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, that would be fun.
I love Sweden.
But visually, how cool would that be?
Cool. That would be super cool.
Very cool.
But I think also we would like to hit some Midwest cities. Both Korn and I are Korn's from St. Louis. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We had this talk about St. Louis.
So we're both
St.
good
Louis.
old Midwestern boys, and we have a very sweet spot in our hearts for the Midwest. So I'd love to go to Chicago and
my favorite city.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah, I think it's for me. I grew up here. I grew up in LA, but thankfully not that many people realize when I travel, which is okay. But I don't know. Chicago's my happy place. It's my happy in between because I'm a city girl and I really like the life that happens within a city. But I also, there's no real pretension in Chicago. I feel like people, you could talk to anybody, and nobody really cares what money you have or who you are or anything. You could just talk to anybody and you could go anywhere and eat pretty decent food and hear music. Like you could go walk down in the college district and all of a sudden you're like, you smell really good pizza and you hear some of the best jazz and blues, really blues. Like I saw Jennifer Holliday, who happened to stop in to some random little bar on the streets by the college, and I thought, oh my God, it was amazing. I thought you don't find this kind of thing, and everybody was just chill, cool, no big deal, I don't know. It's beautiful too. It's so freaking clean.
Yeah, it is. The first series I did, Mondo Magic, which was on A&E, we filmed an episode there, and it was so easy to film there. The people were so receptive and welcoming, and we just had. It was such an easy shoot for that particular.
Okay, so now what's your cities?
Oh, I would
anywhere.
Cape Town, South Africa, or Zimbabwe. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, that's like my dream right now, place to go.
Beautiful. One of my favorite places. Absolutely.
I've never been. That's like my dream country. That's sort of like my soft spot in life is Africa. So much to see. So it's like this beautiful virgin land and, just everywhere.
It's a big city.
Well, Cape Town, yes. But I mean just Africa in general. Like the region there's so many, it's all these so beautiful different cultures and climates and, some great food comes out of like Johannesburg and there's just really cool places in Africa. I want to go to the Congo. It's a little dangerous for me. A little dangerous for me to go where I want to go right now. But
in heels, yes.
I wouldn't go in heels. Come on, I'd be flip flops. Put a little something on there. No, I'm just kidding. All right, you guys, we'll be right back after the break. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, this is your host, Dawn Garcia, on ATOD Radio, savoring life one moment at a time.
This segment sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more mucho macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
The
experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satinized and Pastry Pride, one-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
We are the Three Guys Rant
with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on rantradionetwork.com. That's rantradionetwork.com.
Check it out.
Hi everyone, this is A Taste of Dawn. I'm your host, Dawn Garcia, and this is a show about indulging in this crazy thing we call life. Hello. Okay, we have a stowaway. Mike has just showed up, and Mike Nichols. Hello. You need to squeeze in a little tighter.
Hi.
I think. You can scoot over this way.
That's all right. No one.
He says that all the time. No one wants to see him, but he's actually the producer and editor, so he's kind of the guy that would.
Better to talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
Actually, last time you were here, didn't you propose a date with Chris Korn?
I know we did.
Well, I would say I got a call to be here. I didn't know if I won. Is that what's?
That's right. I forgot.
It's a great night out. I don't know. Venice Sunday. I don't know.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day in Venice. Okay, so we're gonna actually, Julio, can we do that clip? We're going to show a quick clip of the show, and then Ben here is going to perform some magic for us. So let's, is it all set up? Yeah? Okay, so we're going to run the clip. So if you guys are watching or listening, please pay attention. And here is Magic Outlaws.
Chris Korn is the kind of guy other magicians want to be. He draws you in with his quirky presence, and that's when he blows your mind.
What the heck?
I think I have the most fun when I can get people to forget they're watching a show. That's when I can really get inside people's heads.
Oh my God!
I think people could underestimate David. He's a very humble guy, but he can do some very powerful things.
That is insane.
Any magical all-nighter has to include bright lights, beautiful women, and a stiff drink. So we're stopping by the Fireside Lounge at the Pepper Mill for all of the above.
Reverb land.
Hello. Okay, so freaking awesome, by the way. I know I said that already, but you guys have to watch the show. And that's a pretty good summation of your personalities, I think. So the getting inside people's heads. So I have yet to see you perform magic. So let's see if you can get inside my head.
Okay.
And I'm a cynic.
Fair enough.
Should we say that out loud?
We can say that.
Well,
you just did.
I am a big cynic, though. No, poor David was like, he could just sense my, yeah. And then I was like, got me. And then he got me yesterday, a couple weeks ago when you were here. Okay.
Well, I'll start with something simple.
Okay.
Very simple. I brought a deck of cards. You can see that they are all different. That is important. I don't know. They might not be able to see the cards on the camera, but you can confirm that for us that they are in fact all different.
Yes.
And I'm just going to have you hold out.
Should we bring it closer?
Should we do that?
Do you want to bring it closer?
You know what? Let's.
Can we bring the second camera? Or no, should we not mess with it? Don't mess with it.
We're good. Let's do it just like this. Hold out a finger towards me and just put it on a card. It doesn't matter which one. Just put it on a card and don't let me see it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I take it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Don't let me see it. Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can drop it back in. Perfect. Now, at this point, I don't know what your card is, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is actually correct. I'm going to try to tell you what it is. So just look at me. Red?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Hearts? Nope. Okay, hold on. Fair enough. Diamonds? That part was easy. I actually, oh man, I got confused because at first I thought of a black card. And yeah, I wasn't so sure because at the very beginning I was thinking of a black card for some reason. That came. Did you think of a black card also? Because for some reason the Jack of Clubs came to mind. That's not the one?
No.
Okay, well, do me a favor. Hold out your hand towards me. I'm going to give you the Jack of Clubs. Put your other hand on top of it.
Damn it.
And just raise your hand a little bit higher. What was the card that you were thinking of?
Six of diamonds.
Six of diamonds.
6
of diamonds. All right, so it was red, but it wasn't a heart. It was a diamond. Will you take a look at the Jack in your hand? You show
Can
the
I say
camera?
that on the air? He got my card. Damn it.
And actually, you know what I was trying to do? This wasn't even really about telling you what you were thinking. I was trying to do something a little bit better. You know how a moment ago you were holding the Jack of Clubs? And you've been, I don't know, maybe 2-3 feet away from me this whole time?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Take your other hand, reach underneath yourself. Tell me if you feel anything.
Oh my god. Freaking Jack of Clubs. How do you guys do this?
I'm just really good at getting near girls' butts.
I know.
It's like my
apparently,
favorite
that was
thing.
like so quick. I didn't even. That is amazing. Freaking
Post magic.
Spell
Fist
belief.
bump.
Absolutely.
All right.
Fist bump. Damn. Okay, so, yeah, can we have an applaud track for that one? That's like. Yay! I just put you on the spot. Sorry, Julio.
For those of you who are not watching but are just listening, I'm sorry. You should have tuned in.
No, I know. Seriously. Okay, so, damn. This is my thing. Is now I'm like deep thinking because now I've got to figure this out. It won't ever happen, but I'm gonna think about this. Just like the coins and the David with the card and the name Andy. I was like, what's wrong with you guys? Are you all? And then you realize it all comes back around and I'm the idiot.
Not really.
Not the idiot. I am very impressed because there's a level of intellect that goes into this and that's such a wonderful quality, I just have to say.
But here's the whole point is you're not supposed to feel like an idiot. The truth is if you understood how magic worked, then it wouldn't be magic. That's the whole point.
No, and
of
I
it.
love
so
that. No.
It's actually funny too. The smarter you are, the harder it is for you to figure out magic tricks.
That's
and
the
that's
problem.
true. I'm serious. Overall, it's the smartest people who you can fool the easiest because when you deeply
that means
embed
I'm highly intellectual.
levels of subtlety which create the deception, it's smart people who pick up on that, which makes it more devastating.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm like, how did you just do that? So, but it's wonderful. But here's the thing. This is why, I talk about this in my magazine, and I'm going to give you a second to talk because you didn't talk much last time. But I think, kind of what you do too, editing, right? There's this wonderful skill of doing something that is, it's purely creative, and there's the science behind any creativity. I don't think it's possible to have one without the other, honestly. But it's lovely that there are still things like this existing in the world in spite of all the other stuff that's going on that makes things that you really can just take leaps of faith, like in magic. And it allows you to sort of like unguard yourself a little bit, and it's like, film or anything. I feel like it's this wonderful world that's created. So I really appreciate that side of it a lot. So
my friend Scott, for the original airing, he wants me to go, no, did you see how they did all that stuff? And of course I explained this, but I don't think you understand. I'm just a witness to putting this stuff together. And his response back, like at 3 a.m, he just kept asking, and at 3:30 he goes, they're just not right, are they?
So like, did you always want to do magic when you were a child, or did you have a different path and this just sort of came to you?
When I was 6, a clown, I think, came up to my mom at the fair and pulled a coin out of her ear And in retrospect, he probably was an amateur and didn't do a very good job, but I was 6 and it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. And so a couple days later, I was like, okay, that's what I'm doing with my life.
So, see, I love cards. I wish I had any skill at all in that department. I'm fascinated by the whole methodology behind card tricks and even playing cards like poker and things. Like, I love to play poker. I'm like the queen of total bluff. Yeah, we should do poker. Let's do
we
a
should
poker
totally
night.
play poker. That sounds fair.
Yeah, right. Look, no tricks at poker except for good bluffing.
It's only a trick if you notice.
That's true. So I win because you guys will all be distracted. I guarantee it.
If it's strip poker, yes. Be very distracting.
That's another conversation for another show. Okay, so
After show. Which show is that?
That's Dawn After Dark.
Oh, okay.
I've actually discussed having a show like that, though. Not a strip poker show, just a Dawn.
Well, that's okay.
Is that you're out now?
Yeah, we're out.
Okay, fine. I see how you guys feel. And I'm going to say it's not so bad. So it'd be worse if you were like, that's hideous. Okay, so you have a show this week, though. I've never seen either one of you perform outside of this.
Yeah.
So I've been to David's show. It seems only fair.
Well, if you want to come out, I'm performing all week at the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, California.
Okay.
So if you're near Hermosa, come by. Shows are at, I think, 8 p.m. tonight. It's Rob Schneider and me and a couple other guests. And then
Tomorrow night?
That's tonight.
What's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow is 10 comics. So it's rapid fire sets from 10 awesome comics. And that's Friday and Saturday.
All right. So
it's
we need to talk.
It's one of my favorite clubs to play. It's so much fun.
Hermosa's a fun little town, honestly. I went for I grew up around here, but I there was a long period of time where I wasn't in Hermosa because it kind of went through these strange changes, and it's actually really fun now. There's some good food there. There's some cool bars. It's a very interesting vibe. It's much more like how it used to be back in the day. A little bit more. It's like bohemian chic kind of, really cool.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, it's like Abbot Kinney, right? I mean, Venice went through like a crazy change, and now it's just this creative haven. Which is lovely to see. So, okay, so what is it called again?
It's called the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach.
And so go look it up, you guys, online.
Yeah.
What time tonight?
I think it's shows at 8 o'clock. And, like I said, tonight, Thursday, Rob Schneider is headlining, and then the 10
And who doesn't want to see Rob? Rob Schneider's
he's
a
gonna
funny
be awesome.
man right there.
It's a wonderful club. They always have great comics. I think Daniel Tosh lives a couple blocks away, so he comes down and does sets all the time.
He's funny.
He's great.
Is it Tosh Factor? What's it called?
Tosh.0.
Tosh.0, yeah.
That's just an example
crazy.
of the Met. Like, there's always great talent there. It's such a fun club. So
nice.
I encourage your listeners to come down.
Yes, please go, and I will. I will post that on the Facebook page right after this.
Awesome.
So I'm not sure what this is like. Okay, so. Here's my other question. So now what about you? Oh, Mike?
No,
Mike, let's talk, because you came all the way down here and you drove in a lot of traffic.
I drove a
so
lot.
we have like a minute before our next break. So a lot can be said in
I'm
60
just here
seconds.
for the Chris Korn win.
I know. Win a date with Chris Korn, and he won, and he is here, and he's dapper. He dressed in a jacket and everything, right?
So lucky.
Right? You're such a lucky man.
There's
You're
a snack
so...
shop down the street.
That's where you're going on your date. Okay, so now, how long did it take you to edit the show and put it all together in like both episodes?
Gosh, how long were we? I mean, you guys shot for 7 days. 7 to 10 days.
I think it was 4 of actual shooting. I mean, there was getting there and setting up, but 4 days of shooting per episode.
So how many hours
to put together?
Like how many hours did you have to sift through?
It's a pilot, so it's different than other things because there's no font. There's some things aren't even built yet.
Right.
So all that kind of
which
all
it
the
will
packaging.
be. It will be because it's going to be super successful, and everybody on at least all 250,000+ of you listening or rewatching or wherever you are, you will go to the Travel Channel, right, on Saturday.
And also, do you have that email address to tell people to go to the Travel Channel?
Oh, I don't have it on me, but if you do,
yes, when we come back from the break.
Good call. I like that.
Yeah, and then make sure you guys, we need to get that Facebook page built. Just FYI for Magic Outlaws. Yeah. So, okay.
There we are.
Okay, we'll see you guys on the other side of the break. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, this is your host, Dawn Garcia, on ATOD Radio, savoring life one moment at a time. Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on rantradionetwork.com.
We are the Three Guys Rant
with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rand Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's, the other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69 Three Guys. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
This is Anthony Sykes, your host for Sykes Accounting and Consulting radio show, where we help small businesses grow and give you tax tips every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Catch us here on rantradionetwork.com. Thank you.
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more mucho macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
This segment has been brought to you by Coco Cafe. It's a cafe latte coconut water with espresso. And I came across this wonderful little drink just recently, and it has to be one of the best things I've ever had. I'm pretty obsessed with cocoa water and espresso, so the thought of it together was a little bit, I wasn't sure what I was going to get, but my gosh, let me tell you, it's super tasty. It's made with natural coconut water, a strong shot of espresso, and a splash of reduced fat milk. You can visit them online for more information at drinkcococafe.com. Once again, I want to thank everyone at Coco Cafe for being a sponsor of this radio show. Thanks so much. Hi, everyone. This is A Taste of Dawn. I'm your host, Dawn Garcia, and this is a show about indulging in this crazy thing we call life. Hi, you guys. We are back. So, really wanted to we're going to talk to Mike here in a second as well. We're going to put him on the spot because he didn't finish answering my question.
What was the question?
How many hours of footage do you think?
Hours of footage. You know, I don't think I tallied up how many hours of footage there were.
1,200.
Let's just say there's just as much as Apocalypse Now. How about that?
Nice. Did you have your moment? Did you
There's
have like
475,000 feet of film went into this.
Did you have a Martin Sheen moment? Because I think that would have been best caught on film.
Look at my hand. I punch stuff.
Yeah. You look angry.
Yeah.
You're such an angry little man, aren't you?
Yes.
So it's the saying, what's this? There's a saying. Is it angry
little man.
Is it angry little man?
Yeah.
It's
Such an angry little man.
Yeah, right. I was like, but what's that? There's a movie that says that. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. You're not a little man, but it worked, so whatever.
It's just for radio, sure.
It really is. It's just for ratings. Just kidding. Okay, so what are you doing right now?
Well, we're kind of still telling people to come and watch the show.
You have to come watch the show.
And it's on again this Saturday.
It is at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Travel Channel.
It's on the Saturday, the 23rd at 2 p.m. Eastern.
This, by the way, is the producer and editor who works his butt off to make these things happen. Don't look at me perplexed.
I'm just
it's
looking
true.
at you like I normally do. The rest is hereditary.
Is it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have a really exciting project coming.
Yeah.
That you're in the progress of, I should say.
Yes, working on a book. It's called Gasp, The Power of Awe.
Oh, I love that.
Goes in a little bit into the science of magic, and there's a few little tricks in the book, and it's a very, very fun read. Very fun read.
I can't wait. Is it going to be, how long do you think before the...
We're probably looking at the end of summer.
That's great. Yeah. That's pretty quick. See, that's always good when you have all the backing and all the other stuff, and all you got to do is put it together. That's the best part of writing, right? Gasp.
Gasp. The power of awe.
The power of awe. I like that. And you have your show for the next week.
I have this show, and then next week, if you are, for all of your listeners in Wisconsin, I'll be at the Skyline Comedy Club headlining there.
Nice.
In Appleton, Wisconsin next week.
We got Wisconsin folks.
All right.
I have readers from Wisconsin, so this will also go on the magazine, just so you know.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so here's my I totally lost my train of thought. Shoot, I had like a big question. This is what happens. Anyways, yes.
I was going to say Dawn After Dark. Was that where you were going? Oh.
Really? No, I'm just kidding. You and your phone.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so let's just encourage then for now to watch the Travel Channel. Really, I would definitely send emails saying how much you love the show, and if for those of you who have seen it, which I think some of you have. I mean, I know some of my friends have actually watched the show. They watched it the first time it aired, and I think it's really one of. And I said this before. You were not here when I said this, but I think it's one of the most entertaining shows I've ever seen on Magic. It's so raw and real, which is a testament to you too and how you put that together. So he's so stone-faced right now.
No, I'm just going to say then you need to write the Travel Channel. I can't even speak.
Oh, I'm so going to write the Travel Channel.
Yeah.
I will.
Because if anything, right now that'll help more than anything. I know people watching Saturday will help with ratings, but just letting them know.
Yeah.
That you would like to see it, or you want to see it more often.
I would like to see it every week.
Yeah.
Every week, at the best possible time slot. So
yes.
I say it airs. What's the best time slot? Saturday, Friday? I think during the week, actually.
Well, currently the best time slot is this Saturday on Travel.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But going forward, we have always airing again at Saturday at 2, and then.
Yeah, I think the highest rated night for the Travel Channel are Sunday nights.
Oh yeah, right.
People
Because
are
there's really
getting ready
not
to
much.
go. Yeah, they have to go to work the next day, and they're where do I want to go on vacation? I want to get away.
Oh yeah. See, Magic Outlaws should actually then be Saturdays at 2. And also Sundays at like 8:00.
2 Eastern, which is math is involved to figure out.
Oh, see, we've had this discussion actually. So it is not dual feed. So it's not dual feed. No, so okay, so I was right. So it's noon on the West Coast, 1 in Chicago. Is that wrong? Or is it 11?
I think it's 2:00 Eastern and Pacific, and then 1:00 Mountain and Central.
There you go. Well,
I
will believe him.
Okay, I'm a believer already now because of that.
Just check your local listing. Is what I would say. It could start as early as noon.
Travelchannel.com. Go to schedule and type in Saturday the 23rd.
Yep.
And you'll see it about halfway down, and it's called the episode is High Noon in Austin.
And then there's also 310.
Oh, right, and then 310. Yes, 310 to
Vegas.
I love that.
Two different episodes airing back to back.
I love the references, the movie references. Very nice. So they're very like the Eastwood E. You are that cool. I will say you are that cool.
It was fun. It was a
I
really
love
fun
that.
show to film.
Yeah. Well, okay. So anything that you guys want to add? Because I know we are going to have to work on getting that Facebook page up and running, Travel Channel. Because it would be great to have people have a central location to support the show, in addition to watching the show. So, what's your Twitter?
You can find I'm at Ben_Seidman SEIDMAN, and Facebook is facebook.com/comedy-and-magic.
Ooh, comedy and magic. Okay.
You can go to chriskorn.com, CHRISKORN. Korn, not with a C.
And you're
it's like the band,
right?
chriskorn.com. If you go there, you drop me an email. You'll get updates with what's going on with the show,
Twitter?
as well as a few other projects.
And Twitter?
Korn Keezy, KORNKEEZIE. My name was taken. That's
I know.
What I got.
People and robbing the names.
I know.
We're gonna find that other Chris Korn.
I
and we're
know.
gonna kill him.
I know.
And then Phantom Boy over here.
I don't know. I'm
Phantom Edit
at the Edit Doctor on Twitter.
Yeah.
At the Edit Doctor. Is it DR or?
No, it's spelled out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice. So at the Edit Doctor. So, I just want to say thanks for coming on, and
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna just do a really quick plug here. So, I want to say thanks again to Pinup Girl Clothing, who always make me look spectacular. And I'm very, very excited for the Lily Von Schrupp, who is offered to give me burlesque classes. So I'm starting next month. I'm very excited. Because, I mean, what girl doesn't want to have that skill? And if you don't, ladies, then you're learning the wrong skills. So, right?
Agreed.
That is a very sexy thing. I think all women should, embrace that. Because it's not raunchy. It's fun and playful and very, sensual and provocative.
I will also be taking that same class.
Okay. So Ben will be there.
I'll be
Chris,
monitoring.
I think, and Mike will be filming. See, we just started our own production. You see, we have another sideshow to be.
It's Dawn After Dark.
It is.
Yeah, right where I was going.
Up top, huh? And then on Saturday, I'm going to see my incredible friend Stasha perform at Bell's, or the name of the play is Bell's. I want to remember the name of the theater, if I can find it. So Stasha Surdyke, and the play is called Bell's, and it is it's in Sherman Oaks. Shoot, of course, now I can't find it. There we go. All right. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. Anyways, she's a really fun actress, and there's a lot of great things happening. But we're really going to be doing Venice, I think, on Sunday. I think that's where we're doing. But I'm bummed, by the way, because not bummed that I have to work, because I love to write, and I'm very thrilled that I have fire under my butt to finish my movie. But and
the Jack of Spades.
And the Jack of Spades quite comfortably under my bum and didn't even know it. So is it 6 minutes now? 4 minutes. That's what I thought. Okay. So, see, got all distracted with the Jack under my ass. And now what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying. Mike, editor?
Sherman Oaks.
Oh, no. What else was? Oh, Paso. Yes. Okay. So David Minkin, who's the other performer on Magic Outlaws, has a incredible magic show up in Paso Robles at the LXV Winery, and I know it's going to be an extraordinary event. $85. They're selling out. I think they might have already sold out, but you may want to call just in case. So that's this Saturday, and I'm so bummed to miss it. But again, I have deadlines that I cannot avoid, and I'm going to work on all my interviews because I've done some crazy great interviews. I have Matthew Baton, who was the director of the Lenny Kravitz documentary and has a great photo exhibition called Travelogue, and I'm interviewing him. I've got, I'm going to be interviewing Shauna Halligan of Bittersweet. I have David Long of David Arthur Vineyards. And the best one was Sebastian Younger. He just, every time I talk to him, I think I say this every time I'm on the air, but he really is one of the most humble, extraordinarily talented journalists that really, I think, exists. You could not meet a more humble person. Called me in a blizzard to do our interview while driving from New York, or driving to New York, and I thought, who does that? That's dedication, and he's just easy and answers whatever questions, and just that's going to be a great interview. So I've been working on that as well. And what else? So if you guys have not been to the magazine, go to atodmagazine.com, and I'm going to post this as well. And I'll post links to everything that we talked about here on the magazine, including all of your stuff, the Edit Doctor, Phantom Edit.
Wow.
Hey, you work your butt. I know how hard it is. When you work in film or production or any form, TV, whatever, oh my gosh, I used to go and just sit in the edit bay. I thought it was fascinating. You do dailies every day, and I thought, God, this is the craziest job. That and the producer or PA.
Did you guys find any of that fascinating?
Well, no. Okay, from the outside, though, there's a lot of stuff to sift through to put a story together. And as a writer who would be on the other side of it now with the screenplay, to find the right editor is crucial.
Yeah.
Because you could ruin
Make or break.
Beautiful screenplay, a beautiful film
Mike
with bad editing.
He is very humble, so he doesn't like us saying this, but he is a genius.
He really... No, see, he gives me that look. But you paid him?
Yeah.
Good job.
It's not even true. No, he's fantastic. We're so lucky to have him working on the project.
Yay, Mike.
Indeed.
Yes, and Chris Korn and Ben Seidman. And wait, we need to pump David too, because poor David. David was going to try to call in, but he was crazy, busy, and that's good. I'm glad. It's nice because I didn't get to have you on last time, so It was lovely having you on. And thank you for, again, dispelling my cynicism. It's always nice. I got to say, I do. I like being given a different perspective. I think it's healthy. It's healthy to have a new way of looking at things. And so, and I wanted to say something. I know we have 1 minute left. Free art for abused children. If you're listening, I am working on finally getting those last numbers together. We raised a little bit of money for them. It's this really cool organization that offers free creative outlets and different art classes for children and homeless kids in the streets of Los Angeles. And it was all inspired by that movie Inocente. I don't know if you got to see it, but it won the Oscar. It's an incredible short.
Short documentary.
Yeah, it was an incredible short documentary, though. But this little girl had been on the streets since she was 8 years old and found solace in art. Never turned to drugs, never did any of that stuff. She just turned to art. And she's got this beautiful spirit, and I think this is life, you know? That's a perfect example of no matter what's thrown your way, there are really lovely souls out there that find a creative release, and I think that's great. So anyways, you guys, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next Tuesday at 12. And then after that, it'll be our last week before I go to Wednesdays for 2 hours. So I'm really looking forward to switching gears. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks to my... Thanks for tuning in. Once again, this is your host, Dawn Garcia on ATOD Radio, savoring life one moment at a time.